Hello, my favorite foodies. Today we're going to be making Crockpot shredded chicken tacos. Let's get started. First off, I'm going to start by defrosting my chicken. I just like to put it in Ziploc bags, and then I will fill a plastic bowl up with some warm water, toss my chicken in there, and let it defrost. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes to get it pretty defrosted, enough to throw into the crock pot. Okay, so we'll be using granulated garlic, some granulated cumin, tomato sauce, and adobo seasoning, granulated onion. And now we're going to put it all into a bowl and make a sauce out of it, because that's what we're going to just toss into the crock pot and let it cook up. Okay, now we'll just want to give it a good stir to get it all mixed well. Now keep in mind you can use fresh onion and fresh garlic as well when you throw your chicken into the crock pot. Okay, now we're going to get ready to put the chicken in the crock pot. I'm just using a little bit of olive oil. Just put a little bit of oil at the bottom of the crock pot. You can use any type of oil you like cooking with. And then we're just going to place the chicken in the crock pot. Okay, now I like to take my fork and make holes throughout the chicken so that when I put the sauce in there, it gets inside the chicken as well and while it's cooking. Now I like to add just a splash more olive oil on top of the chicken. And then we're going to add water. And now we're going to add the sauce. And I don't use the whole thing. I use about half of it because once it's done cooking, I'll add the rest of it to it. Now I like to take the tongs and just kind of give the chicken a little stir so that you make sure you get all the sauce into the bottom of the pan or the pot. Now I'm going to go ahead and add about 3 bay leaves on top of the chicken for some seasoning. Next, you're just going to cover it and cook it for 2.5 hours on high or 4.5 hours on low. Okay, the 2.5 hours are up. We'll just go ahead and take the bay leaves out. Just check the chicken after you take all the leaves out. Make sure it's nice and tender, and this chicken is just falling apart, so it's perfect. Okay, next we will take the chicken out, place it on a plate, and then we're going to start to shred it. And we're going to do this with every single piece. Once it's all shredded, we'll put it back into the sauce and into the crock pot. Okay, now the chicken is all shredded. We're gonna get ready to put it back into the crock pot, but first I want my sauce a little thick. So I'm gonna add some flour to a cup, and then we're gonna add a little bit of water to it to make a flour mixture. So then we're gonna put that into the sauce, and it's going to thicken up your sauce. If you don't want your sauce thickened, then don't do that part at all. Okay, now let's put the chicken back into the crock pot. Okay, now you want to go ahead and give the chicken a good mix so that you get all the pieces covered with the sauce. Okay, the chicken is all done and ready to serve. Okay, now let's get ready and put the tacos together. Okay, so my corn tortillas, I like to fry them to make them crispy, but you can use your corn tortilla, you can just warm them up the way you like, or the store-bought and crispy, crunchy shell tacos, you can use that as well. This is just how I like to make mine. Okay, if you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up, hit the bell to be notified, and if you want to see more delicious recipes like these, hit the subscribe button, and happy eats, everyone!